In a world that often feels out of control, filled with noise, conflict, uncertainty, and constant change, the rarest and most powerful skill is the ability to remain calm within the chaos. The calm within chaos is not about escaping difficulty. It's about mastering yourself in the middle of it. It's about cultivating a state of inner stillness so strong, so centered, that no external storm can shake it. When you practice calm, you don't deny chaos. You rise above it. You become the eye of the storm, still, focused, and grounded, even when everything around you is moving fast or falling apart. In moments of chaos, most people panic. They react emotionally. They lose their ability to think clearly, act wisely, and lead effectively. In an age defined by rapid change, noise, uncertainty, and rising anxiety, there is one quality more valuable than any strategy, title, or possession: inner calm. The calm within chaos is not a poetic phrase. It is a mental discipline, a spiritual practice, and a form of strength that is more rare and more powerful than intelligence, speed, or talent. In these moments, people don't fall because of the event itself. They fall because they were never trained to face life's storms with equanimity. The Stoics believed this deeply. Seneca said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Most people seek control over the outside world, but the wise seek control over themselves, knowing that outer chaos cannot destroy inner peace unless it is allowed to enter. Own your breathing. The breath is the remote control to your nervous system. Deep, slow breathing sends a message to the body: I am safe. It interrupts the fear loop. Challenge catastrophic thinking. The mind loves to jump to worst-case scenarios. Calm thinkers pause, ask for evidence, and reframe with reason. Detach from what you can't control. Energy spent on uncontrollables is energy stolen from your potential. Let go, not from weakness, but from wisdom. Act on your values, not your moods. In chaos, principles become anchors. Stick to who you want to be, especially when it's hard. Return to the present. Chaos often lives in the future, in imagined disasters and hypothetical losses. Calm lives here, in the breath, in the now, in the next right step. Limit noise. News, social media, gossip, and distraction feed chaos. Protect your inputs to protect your inner space. Prepare in advance. The Stoics practiced premeditatio malorum, imagining difficulties before they came, so that when they arrived, they would not be surprises, but rehearsed challenges. When we're mindful, we're focused on our breath, on the sounds around us, on the feelings in our body. We're fully present in the moment and not thinking about the past or future. This can help us to find a sense of calm in the middle of the chaos. When we're calm, we're more focused, more productive, and more successful. We're better able to handle stress and adversity, and we're more likely to achieve our goals. So if you're feeling stressed, anxious, or overwhelmed, take a deep breath and find your calm. Meditate, practice mindfulness, set boundaries, and connect with others. You'll be glad you did. When we're around people who love and support us, we feel safe. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. And if you have any feedback or suggestions, please leave them in the comments below. Thanks for watching. We can simply take a few deep breaths and focus on our breath. We can listen to the sounds around us and notice any feelings in our body. When we do this, we're training our minds to be present and to let go of the past and future. And this can help us to find a sense of calm in the middle of the chaos. Through meditation, mindfulness, setting boundaries, and connecting with others, we can find the calm we need to thrive. In a chaotic world, finding the calm within the chaos is essential for our well-being and success. When we're calm, we're more focused, more productive, and more successful. We're better able to handle stress and adversity, and we're more likely to achieve our goals. But it's important to remember that we have the power to choose what we focus on. When we set boundaries, we're communicating to others what we're willing to tolerate and what we're not. We're constantly bombarded with requests and demands on our time and energy. But it's important to remember that we have the right to say no. We don't have to agree to everything. When we set boundaries, we're not being selfish. We're taking care of ourselves so that we can take care of others. When we're calm and centered, we're able to show up for others in a more meaningful way. We're setting limits on what we will and will not accept. This can help us to reduce stress and anxiety and create a sense of calm in our lives. We can choose to tune out the noise and find calm in the middle of the chaos. We can relax and be ourselves. Human beings are social creatures. We need connection and community to thrive. So don't be afraid to reach out to the people in your life when you need help or support. But the good news is that it's a skill that can be learned. It's a muscle that can be strengthened with time and effort. So don't get discouraged if you don't see results immediately. Just keep practicing and eventually you'll get there. When we're grateful, we're more likely to be happy and at peace. And in this video, we're going to teach you exactly how to do that. The benefits of finding calm in the chaos are endless. When we're calm, we're more focused, more productive, and more successful. We're better able to handle stress and adversity, and we're more likely to achieve our goals. We're more patient, more understanding, and more forgiving. We're better able to handle whatever life throws our way. But how do we get there? How do we find that state of calm in the middle of all the noise? So, if you're ready to learn how to find the calm in the chaos, keep watching. It helps us focus on the present moment and let go of the past and future. When we meditate, we're training our minds to be calm and still. We're learning how to observe our thoughts without judgment or attachment. And this skill can help us in all areas of our lives. Welcome back to our channel, your place for the latest tech reviews, concept renders, and news. Welcome back to our channel, your place for the latest tech reviews, concept renders, and news. So when we think of peace and calm, we often imagine a quiet room with soft lighting and no distractions. But the truth is, we can find peace and calm anywhere, even in the middle of chaos. Because peace and calm are not about the environment, they're about us. They're about our state of mind. When we're calm, we're able to think clearly, focus on the task at hand, and make better decisions. One way is through meditation. Meditation has been shown to reduce stress, anxiety, and even depression. But meditation isn't the only way. There are other things we can do to cultivate calm in our lives. One is to practice gratitude. Gratitude is a powerful tool. Another thing we can do is to practice forgiveness. We can also find calm by connecting with others. But perhaps the most important thing we can do to find calm in the chaos is to remember that we're not alone. When we realize this, we can start to feel less alone. We can start to feel more connected to others. And this can bring us a lot of peace. Finding the calm within the chaos takes practice. It's not something that happens overnight. In our hyper-connected world, it can be tough to find peace and quiet. There's always something demanding our attention, and when we do, we'll be more successful in work, in relationships, and in life. But how do we get there? How do we find that state of calm in the middle of all the noise? One way is through mindfulness. Mindfulness can be practiced anywhere, anytime. It doesn't require a special environment or a lot of time. Another way to find calm in the chaos is to set boundaries. Boundaries are essential for our work. They help us to protect our time, energy, and mental health. Setting boundaries is not easy, especially in our hyper-connected world. Finding calm in the chaos is essential for our well-being and success. It's not easy to find calm in the chaos, but it's possible. And while it may not be easy, it's definitely worth it. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed this video.